ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TMR Live. Tonight's first game, of course, between the Buds of Beisel Up and the Black Mambas of 24 Up. And Lance Harris and Isaac Ransom are tonight's referees. As action has started with Beisel Up getting the tip, and Blake Philippi puts a pull-up jumper for two. Major Fleming bringing it up the court. Fleming gets a screen from Schmidt, goes into traffic, throws it away. Taken away by Mark Bowman, also known as Bomer. Duffy brings it up, pass over to Philippi, out to Carmen. Carmen goes from downtown, no good, as it will go to Black Mambas. Buds are actually playing very short-handed tonight. I think only running 5 tonight, so this is a shock. And they don't have their head coach, Andrew Godwin, which is definitely a shock. And a 3-ball good by number 1, Brian Mascaro. He is a 3-ball shooter. He has been all season long.
The Mikey report.
So we might have the Gerson Tito Perez joining us to maybe take a look into the chances of 24 diversity in the playoffs. Ethan White takes it into the dish for 2. And it is a 5-2 lead for the Black Mambas. Black Mambas wearing white, and the Buds are wearing dark colors and primarily blue. Stolen away by Nolan Schmidt. Traveled by Ethan White. The call made by Lance Harris. As it is taken out on the side over here. Blake Philippi for 3, no good. And Mark Bowman puts it back up for 2.
Okay.
I want to thank the loyal viewers on the Mikey Report each and every day on YouTube and here on Ustream. As Major Fleming puts down a tray. Blake Philippi drives in, goes to the line. First team foul against the Black Mambas. First foul of tonight's contest. I know in last night's Staff versus Saints game, that was Saints were very aggressive and fouling every chance that they could. Both of these teams are a little bit more conservative with the fouling. First shot was good by Philippi. As he makes the second, it's a 2-point game. Like I said, very small crowd here to start this first, start tonight's action.
Whoa! Do what Nick told you to do, man.
Stepping to the line. Just under 16 to go in the first half. White makes the first. Deep bench. There is a deep bench for the Black Mambas. Highly favored Black Mamba. Ian Watkins, Kevin Wilson not here for the squad. Early going to the rim. As Philippi goes to no good, down by Matt Rollison was going to bring it down, but by Beisel.
Tell him, Coach Vic.
For three, no good. Rebounded by Major Fleming. And thrown away by Michael Duffy. Duffy passes to Burley for two, no good. Rebound by Philippi, who shoots the three, no good. Rebound by Fleming. Fleming brings it down to Mascara into and it bounds, and the ball goes to Beisel. Then Beisel Up.
Oh no!
Duffy at the top of the key. And gets it to Herman. Who hits the long range deuce. 9-8 the score. As Ethan White puts it down and he tries. Almost gets it to go. Rebounded by Jake Hurley. Bowman with the no bucket. I can understand some of the short-handedness of the game. Plus the crowd, everyone's tired from community service. Ethan White with a long range shot, no good. Rebound by Mark Bowman. Bowman passes it over to Philippi. Today, Carmen. With two. Out of bounds. Joe O'Malley comes in for the Mambas. Along with Dean Graham. Duffy swings it down to Carmen. Carmen steps in. Joe O'Malley with the steal. Thrown back by Michael Duffy. Bowman who gets it up, no good. Rebound by Jake Pearl. Over the back. But that was all ball. Dave Carmen in and out. Rebound by Rollison. And Graham bringing it up. And Graham is definitely a decent player for us.
Oh, right up!
Ryan Mascaro from downtown. It's tied up at 12. Philippi drive, no good. Rebound by Dan Graham. Definitely a close game. Not only one foul for tonight's action. Timeout taken by the Buds. They're first. We got two more games on tonight's docket. Here on TMR Live, we got the Mighty Schmucks of 24 Up versus 24 Down's Showtime. And then we have the Ballas of Bugler Down versus the the chupacabras of Hartwick House. I forgot how close I was to the scoreboard. So if you hear any loud, my apologies. I eat buzzers. We got Michael Duffy airs it out. James Gaddy is in for the Mambas. Major Fleming for 3, no good. Rebound by Philippi.
Take that headband off, cousin. You're like a housewife.
Philippi. Into Furley, rather. Second team foul against the Mambas. As Furley goes to line. One to two made for Furley, so 13-12, Beisel lead. Graham kicks out to Fleming. Yeah, he kicks it out to Mascaro. Skips it over to Fleming for 3, no good. Rebound by Carment. As it gets swung over to Philippi, who looks for a 3, no good. A little too far as Mascaro brings down the board. James Gaddy swings it over to Major Fleming. Swung around to Mascaro. On the far side, swung away by Duffy. Taken by Blake Philippi, who lays it in for 2. Buds may only have 5 on the court tonight, but they are running pretty well. As they are up by 3 in the latter half of the first half. Gaddy with a miss as Carmen brings it up. Gives it over to Duffy. Carmen pulls up for 3 and is good. Dave Carmen for a 3, 18-12. 8 minutes left to go in the first half. James Gaddy, no good. But a foul by the Buds, their first, as James Gaddy steps to the line. Their first trip to the charity strike tonight. But no charity given to Gaddy.
Take it off. Tell me right now.
In for Malley. Gaddy misses the second, so no charity given to him as they trail by 6. And it stays with the Buds. He's a surprise player tonight. Normally you hear Kevin Wilson and Keith Lockwood leading the team, but neither of them are here, so someone else has to step up, and Mark Bowman is doing just that as Matt Rolliston puts down a deuce.
Second lead.
20-14. Buds lead Mambas. Harmon for 3. He's looking for a second. No good. It's out of bounds.
Dave, you can't do that. You can't do that. No pushing.
As the crowd up here near the broadcast booth our club box, as I'd like to call it, near the broadcast booth is giving some constructive criticism as Rollison puts down his second bucket of tonight. That's 4 points for him as a reach-in foul for against the Mambas. That is their 13th foul.
Let's come to. Not just last dude. You're boring me right now. I'm falling asleep.
Dave Carmen. This is the 3 rebounded by James Gaddy. Ethan White checking back in for the Mambas. Thrown away by Michael Duffy. Duffy takes it. Oh, no good. Rebounded by Brian Mascaro. Definitely a hardcore play by Duffy, but Mark Bowman showing what needs to be an MVP type for tonight's action. Bringing down some more points as a timeout is taken.
Hey, do that in the game!
I believe Black Mambas called that timeout. 22-16, Beisel leads. We're going to take the remainder of the timeout with them. We'll be back after this.
Your commentary makes me fall asleep.
Well, I am sorry.
The Mikey report needs to move its mic. Because I'm falling asleep. I can't do this right now. Now while this game's going on, I'm like,
This game ain't important.
yes, it is important. You're live right now. Why would you say that live? That is horrible.
No, I don't have my mic on. I have that mic on.
That is horrible, Mikey. That is horrible. I'll have you know that you're live.
As we are back,
The board commentating is making me fall asleep. It's horrible.
we are back, and I will probably not have Gerson Perez on because he is very He is over.
I'm going to the office, baby.
You're already looking at it. Ethan White got pushed out in his second foul against the Buds. Gerson Perez, I don't think he understands what my commentating is about. Brian Mascaro from downtown, no good. Mark Bowman gets the ball and puts it back into Dave Carmen. Like Philippi tries driving, and he actually gets the rebound and put back. Philippi, I know, is one of the bigger in prior years. This year he's trying to taking a back seat. Ethan White lays it up.
And Ethan White goes to the hole, ladies and gentlemen. Did you see that move? Did you see the yellow step? You see, if you had an announce like that, then I'd be awake. Right?
Jake Curley puts it up for 2. As I'm pretty much ignoring Gerson Perez right now. And Duffy gets a steal up to Blake Philippi, who puts it up the mid-range for 2. Blake Philippi definitely steady player for the Buds over the years. 3-pointer, no good from Ethan White. Pass over Brian Mascaro. Mascaro swings. He gets it back. On the other side, Major Fleming for 3. Good. Major Fleming definitely surprising me. If you don't put a hand up in his face, you will not be able to stop him. But he's been very stellar in tonight's action. Dave Carmen put in to Jake Curley. No good from Curley as Fleming loses it out of bounds.
Settle down.
28-21, just about a minute 15 left to go in the half. Ethan White with the steal on the hands of Dave Carmen, and he almost loses it himself. White swings it down to Mascaro, no good. Rebounded by Curley, over to Philippi. Under a minute to go. Philippi out to Carmen for 3. No good. Rebound by Rollison. Stays with the Black Mambas as Duffy knocks it out of bounds. Fleming into White. Fleming gets it.
Mikey, you know what you should do?
Loses it. Passes over.
You know where your children are.
2 down for Blake Philippi, 30-21. Ethan White with the 3 ball, as that brings it to within 6 as we go through the half. It is 30-24 at the half. We'll be back with second half action after this. Don't go anywhere.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I'll beat you. I'll beat you like No, I'm not criticizing.
Yes, you are.
I'm just being honest.
You're criticizing.
And you're getting upset. Honesty is the best policy. Right? I said, let me up on the shores. You're boring. You're putting me to sleep. You know what?
Just because I'm boring to you doesn't mean I'm boring to
you are to the
people in 49 states and 45 countries.
Millions of viewers.
Hey, maybe it's not millions, it's thousands, but still.
The millions of billions upon billions of people that listen to you.
Hey, at least I have people viewing my reports.
Alright. Well, I hope you're happy.
I am happy. Thank you.
Oh, no.
Everyone will have their critics, and you're one of them.
It is the Mikey report.
Did I do a good impersonation? No?
I am not that nasally.
I am the Mikey report.
It's 8:30. You know where your
It
children
is
are.
8:30 and it's 30 and it's wonderful.
That should be the commercial. It's 8:30. Do you know where your children are? It is 8:30. Do you know where your children are? Take that headband off! Stop it, Tupac! Let me everything that is holy, Tupac! Take it off!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the craziness that is the Mikey Report Live. In the background, there is Gerson Tito Perez, who likes to heckle as Dan Graham puts up a 3-ball to start the second half. Dan Graham, Joe O'Malley, Matt Wilson, and Walter Fleming in for the Black Mambas, and of course the only 5 for Beisel are Mark Bowman, Jake Furley, Blake Flappy, Dave Carmen, and Mike Duffy.
Dave, you do it. Bye, bro.
First foul for the Black Mambas this half.
You got Tupac 19? Not the way.
This is a low fouling game so far, 32-27. Mike Duffy with another steal. That's definitely a good asset to his game.
Hey, I gotta come and help him.
Speedy and stealing, if he can do that in basketball, I don't know how many stolen bases he has in baseball, but I'm sure he's got to use both to his advantage. Blake Phillips, so.
Dan, why don't you shoot?
James Gaddy misses.
Hey, why don't you shoot? Why don't you shoot the ball?
And we're gonna give you guys the text message. A little bit later, we are gonna have the player of the game voting. So in just a few minutes, we'll have that for you, and a travel against Joe O'Malley as it is turned over to the Buds.
Yeah, open shot. Open shot.
So we are going to have that for you. Duffy has it at the top and swings it to Carmen. Carmen is fouled en route and going to the line.
Hey, see, they scored that bucket because you didn't pay attention.
36-27, Beisel leading the Mambas. Gaddy over to Fleming. Over to Dan Graham, who puts up a 3, no good. Rebound by Mark Bowman.
This one's off the floor.
Mascaro coming in. So we definitely have a...
Ooh, that's too fast. Ethan White, baby.
Ethan White going to the line. Shooting.
Ethan White, baby.
Down to Bud Ball. 36 to 29, Beisel lead. Philippi over to Carmen, no good. Rebound by Bowman. Bowman almost gets it to go. Rebound by Nolan Schmidt. Dan Graham brings it up for Black Mambas. Mollison moves the balance. Mascaro for three. It's good.
Three ball, baby.
Mascaro three balling all night.
Okay, Brian.
As he continues. Wake Philippi, no good. Rebound by Dan Graham. Pass over to Ryan Mascaro. Mascaro swings it down to Graham. Graham into Schmidt. South Browns in possession to the Buds. 36-32. And Jake Burley puts it up for two. I thought I had caffeine, but I think Gerson Perez has too much running through his system. Just saying. Ethan White puts it up, no good. Rebound by Jake Burley. In a little while, you'll be able to choose your player of the game by texting my phone number 570-540-0062 as Blake Philippi puts up the tray. You'll have 4 choices to choose from. Just choose the numbers 1, 2, 3, or 4. Standard text messaging rates apply. But most of you probably have unlimited text messaging, so it don't really matter. 41-32 with about 12:30 left to go in the game. Black Mambas have the ball currently. No good. Rebound and then put back by Nolan Schmidt. Nolan Schmidt doesn't get the ball often, but when he does, he possibly makes
I'm not calling you for no player of the game. Alright?
I'm not saying call, I'm saying text.
We don't want to text you nor call you. Because we see ourselves.
Blake Philippi from downtown. Actually, we're going to give you a 5th choice because it's just that close for me to decide. Brian, we have 5 choices. We'll be giving you that choice when so we're gonna have 5 choices for you tonight. For this game, at least, so you'll be able to choose. within the, at around the 10-minute mark when we get it here. Jake Furley puts it up, no good. Rebound by Matt Rollinson. Over to Mascaro. Over to Dan Graham. Graham into Schmidt. Over to Major Fleming, who misses. Rebounded by Jake Furley. Furley brings it up to 1-on-3. Now it's just everyone's back in their half-court set. It's a bucket good by Blake Philippi as a timeout is called. Black Mambas, their first timeout of the half. They got one left, 46-34. As we'll actually show you the potential players for player of the game. We got 5, Mike Duffy, who's been stellar on the defensive side of the ball in his stealing capabilities. Mark Bowman, who's been putting up points like they're hotcakes. Dave Carmen, who shocked us from downtown and who definitely has some moves. Major Fleming, who's hitting a few buckets tonight. And Brian Mascaro, who's just been the 3-ball shooter for the Black Mambas tonight. You can choose one of those options, numbers 1 through 5. Text them to 570-540-0062. Remember, standard text messaging rates do apply. And with you and the with can't even speak right now. Between your votes and my choice will determine the player of the game. As you watch the action, we'll take a brief break so I can take care of my voice.
Can you put my game in there too? Can you download my game? Oh, you are? Can you really? Woohoo! Thanks, man. That's awesome.
And we are back. I just wanted to take care of that player of the game stuff. Showtime versus Schmucks coming up at the top of the hour. Ruslan Hawk and the Schmucks facing Brad Kajawa and Showtime. Joe O'Malley coming in for Matt Rollison. James Gaddy in. Brian Mascaro, Dan Graham, and Major Fleming in. Jake Furley at the line, misses the first. Misses the second, gets his own rebound, and he puts it back up, 48-34. There might be one that I probably missed, but you never know. Brian Mascaro from downtown, 48-37. Black Mambas have trailed for most of tonight's action. Buds are 6-1 overall, 4-0 in the division. Black Mambas 4-3, 3-2 in the division. A timeout called by the Buds, their first of the half. We'll actually take it with them. 48-37. We'll be back.
It's better like that. Where'd you have it?
Yeah, I had it right there. Easy enough where I can just swivel. You think I'm doing a good job, despite what Tito says?
You're doing good.
into account that everyone's tired from today.
Yeah.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 48-37. 8 minutes left.
Stay right there, Joe.
Philippi drives no good. Rebound by Mascaro, and James Gaddy finally takes it off as Dan Graham goes in, but he's called for a double dribble. Seven and a half left to go. Buds taking the ball, Duffy inbounds it to Philippi. Gaddy with the smack, but Philippi gets it back. Pass to Bomer, who puts it up. And good. Mark Bowman, definitely a stellar night for him. Normally he comes off the bench, but he's been stellar as part of the starting five tonight. This starting five is what I would like to see. Duffy gets away from the defender, no good on the three. And it is to the Black Mambas. Joe O'Malley, Nolan Schmidt, Ethan White, Brian Mascaro, and Dan Graham on court. Ethan White good from downtown. Actually, the next game coming up is the Mighty Schmucks versus Showtime. And then at 10 o'clock it is 4 Down versus Chupacabras. Showtime versus Schmucks. Blake Philippi at the line, misses the first. Philippi makes the second, however. 51 to 45 and a half to go. Mascaro over to White. White drives. Count it, and a foul. Ethan White going to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Looking to cut this lead down to 8. No good. Rebound by Philippi. Going to line, shooting 2. They're the fourth team foul against Black Mambas. Black Mambas have slightly gotten a little bit more physical this half. Just to try to cut their lead down 52-42. 10-point lead. Mascaro over to White. White for 3. I think I got some sort of deflection as Philippi brings down the ball. 4 minutes to go. 10-point lead for Beisel. Burley moves away from O'Malley, in and out. Back to Burley. No good. Rebound by Ethan White. Pass over to Mascaro. Kick. Ball stays with the Mambas. Ram over to Mascaro. Mascaro faces 3. Gives it to White. White not. This is odd. Some of the Black Mambas not having the handles, but Ryan Mascaro with the handles and the 3 ball. I think I've lost count as to how many trays he's knocked down. And a foul by Ethan White. Team's fifth as Philippi goes back to the stripe. Philippi's had a slight difficulty from the line. James Gaddy comes in for Ethan White. Has some love between a couple 24 guys. Gaddy with the board, pass over to Mascaro. Mascaro takes it up, swings it to Gaddy. Gaddy puts it into Joe O'Malley, and he'll go to the line. Joe O'Malley going to the line. His first trip to the line tonight. And, ooh, that's a little off. 53-45 with under 2 to go. And this is the second rebound by Mark Bowman. Philippi brings it down. It's tough to make the free throws when you're in a pressure situation, down by as much as you are. Furley puts it down and goes to the line. And I believe it's 16 fouls against the Black Mambas, only 3 against the Bucks. With about a minute to go. As subs come in for the Mambas, as it is an 11-point game with a minute to go. Mascaro hits it to Graham. Graham misses a 3. Rebound by Bowman. And Mambas foul again. I believe it is a 1-and-1. It is a 1-and-1 situation. Blake Philippi stepping to the line. About 51 seconds left. He makes the first. And he makes his second. Both made 58-45, 13-point lead for the Bucks. Mascaro for 3, no good. Rebound by Gaddy. Gaddy with the open look on the baseline, no good. Rebound by Dan Graham. Out to Mascaro, misses the 3 on that wing. Timeout is called.
Go!
58-45.
Huh?
We're going to take a brief break. We'll be back. And we're back. 58-45. As both teams are on the court, 33 seconds left. Well, 32.9 to be exact. And a foul. Mark Coleman going 2.5 seconds left. Beisel, I think, is going to be ending up going to 7-1, 5-0 in the division. Even without Keith Watkins, Kevin Wilson, and their coach Drew Godwin. Black Mambas will drop to 4-4, 3-3 within the division. They will still maintain their third seed. Duffy with the steal. Dave Carmen hits the deep three. Dave Carmen with the deep three is second of the night. Oh my goodness, 62-45. Mascaro shooting three as he is fouled in the act of shooting. 10.4 left to go. Who do I... My question is, who's deserving of the player of the game? Mascaro makes 1 of 2 so far. He's got one more.
Oh, this is how
Is Jake Curley with the rebound. Curley for 3. Okay, rebound by Bowman. Bowman. Almost hits the three at the buzzer, but it is a final 62-46. Buds go to 7-1, 5-0 within the division. Still having that #1 locked. Black Mambas end up at 4-4, 3-3 within the division, which is gonna be good for the third seed. And the western portion of the playoffs, I believe, is set as Buds will be hosting the winner of the 224 up teams, 24 according as long as things bode well with Showtime. But wait a minute, everything will bode well with Showtime because there's really no change in divisional records. So Showtime will end up being the 2 seed. 24 up B will be the 3 seed. And pretty much Staff and the 24 up Diversity have blocked their seeds. So that will be looks like it'll be Diversity versus Black Mambas, and Showtime will face either the Saints or Butler Down, and we'll find out who the Showtime will face after the 10 o'clock game tonight between Butler Down and Chupacabras. If Butler, most likely Butler Down, I think will win, and they will end up facing Showtime. As long as everything goes well, they will be without Mike Morrison. So that will be something to take into account. Tonight's player of the game, I will have to give to Mike Duffy. He was a stealing machine tonight. I think he had like maybe 5 or 6 steals, it seemed like. It was a lot, I know. So, Mike Duffy with the player of the game tonight. I have to give credit to the Buds, though. They played a valiant game even without some of their bigger stars, so to speak. So we'll take a break. We'll be back with our second game, Showtime versus Schmucks, when we return.